Okay, so it's been a busy few weeks over Christmas, so we've not uploaded a video, so I'm just going to do a quick one today. So today's video is going to be about what depressed people want you to know. So if you're a friend or family member with someone with depression, you might not understand the illness and you might be confused about it and think people are lazy, or think people are being flaky or whatever, and I just wanted to do a video on what depressed people would like you to know and what they want you to think, so you don't think they're doing this, you don't think they're doing this on purpose and stuff like that. So I hope this video is worthwhile. Please make sure, if you don't want to watch this, don't watch it. I'm just going to do a little trigger warning, it's going to be on serious issues, it might be upsetting for some, so please don't watch it if you can't. Before I get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to put in the description my channel, so subscribe to me too. Sometimes you may be happy, people might not even know you have depression. So I think the first thing I want to say is maybe be considerate with everyone. You never know what someone's going through, so just be considerate and check up on people. It does no harm just to ask people if they're okay. Just do it every once in a while, just check on your friends, check your family, check on everyone, just be like, hey, you're okay. Sometimes that's all people need. They just need someone just to be like, I'm here for you, I want to know if you're doing okay, and then people might discuss it and talk to you about it. But sometimes people aren't comfortable. But either way, just make sure you show people you are there for them, and you are, whether or not they have depression, just being there for someone is great. It can really help someone. So that's the first thing I just wanted to say. Second thing is, depressed people aren't lazy. I think that's quite a big stereotype, because when you see symptoms of depression a lot of the time, it's that people sleep too much. But that's not really it. It's more that the day can be overwhelming. It's the thought of getting out of bed and going through just the day. It can be, it's not that you want to stay in bed, it's not you just want to sleep because you don't want to do anything, move around or whatever. I don't really know how to describe that. This is the difficult thing. If someone doesn't really know what you're going through, it can be hard for them to even understand. But basically, we're not lazy. Depressed people aren't lazy. We're in bed because we need to be. That's why. It's because it's too overwhelming to deal with the day. It's so difficult to describe, and I'm just trying to find the right words so people that have never experienced this, never understand what people are going through, can kind of understand it in a little bit. But it's just, some things are really hard to put into words, and I think depression is one of them. But it's just important to sort of know. I've said understand so many times, I'm really sorry. But it's important to know and just be considerate. Again, people aren't in bed because they're being lazy. People are in bed, again, because it's just the thought of the day ahead. And sometimes it's to avoid people. Sometimes being with people can just be too much. I feel like people get annoyed at me very easily, and I very often want to take a step back and isolate myself so people get a break from me. It's not because I don't like people, it's not because I hate them, and it's nothing to do with them, it's to do with me. I think, oh, they don't like me, maybe that's why I'm being flaky. It's not because I don't want to hang out with you, it's because I think you don't want to hang out with me. And people be like, well, of course we do. And then I've got this thing in my head, it's they definitely don't want to, they're just saying that to be nice. So that's why it can just be a bit hard, with things, and then people get the wrong messages. And I think that's the struggle with mental illness, because you don't know exactly what people are going through. Even if you have the same mental illness as them, it can be very different. But, it's just really difficult, and I'm trying to put this in the best words I can, and I hope you somewhat understand. I think, again, you never know if someone's going through something really difficult, whether it be a mental illness or whether it be something hard in their life, like grieving or something. You never ever know what someone's going through. So just be kind. As much as you can, just be kind. It's such a great thing to do, because you'd rather be known as being a nice person, maybe overly nice, not in a creepy way, but just in a considerate way, than being a bit off with people. And obviously, sometimes yourself, you might not be able to do that. You might not be able to constantly check up on people, because sometimes that can be too hard for you, and that's completely understandable. And you should never think you and solely you can cure someone's mental illness, because that's just not going to happen. And I think a lot of people try take on that task. They try cure someone, that's what they want to do. They see it as their personal challenge to cure someone, and that's not what I want. At least that's for me. I don't know of other people, but for me and for a lot of other people I know, we don't want that. You as a friend being there for me is good, but it's not going to cure me, and I don't want people to feel guilty because they can't cure me, because I take medication to make me feel better. I have therapy to make me feel better, and my friends just being there for me is enough sometimes, and that's all I need. I don't need advice. The final thing, I'm getting ready to go out now, so I'm just like trying to rush, but basically the final thing is you don't need to give advice to people. Sometimes being there is enough for people, so just always remember that and make sure you are just check on people. So I hope you found this pretty short video. The next video we're going to do is a suicide prevention video. It's quite difficult to do this, so I'm just like planning it and everything, so that'll be coming in the next week or so. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, and if you want to subscribe to me, the link is in the description down below.